Welcome to today's Bible story, titled, The First Family's Fall and the Tragedy of Cain and Abel. After Adam and Eve disobeyed God in the Garden of Eden, everything changed. Once, they lived in perfect peace, surrounded by beauty and provision. They had walked with God in the cool of the day, but now their hearts carried guilt and shame. Adam, looking at his wife with love and sorrow, named her Eve, meaning the mother of all who live, because even in their punishment, God had promised life through her. God, in His mercy, made clothing from animal skins for them. Though their sin deserved death, He covered their shame, showing His grace. But He could not allow them to stay in Eden and eat from the tree of life. If they did, they would live forever in sin and separation from Him. So, God sent them out of the beautiful garden to work the ground from which Adam had been made. At the entrance of Eden, God placed mighty angels and a flaming sword flashing in every direction to guard the way to the tree of life. Outside the garden, life became hard. The ground was no longer easy to work, and pain and struggle entered their lives. Yet, hope was not lost. In time, Eve gave birth to her first son, Cain, saying with joy, "With the Lord's help, I have produced a man." Later, she had another son, Abel. Cain became a farmer, working the soil, while Abel became a shepherd, caring for sheep. One day, both brothers brought gifts to the Lord. Cain brought some crops from his harvest, but Abel brought the best portions of the firstborn of his flock. God accepted Abel's offering, but not Cain's. The reason wasn't that God loved one brother more than the other, but Abel gave with faith and a willing heart, while Cain's offering lacked that devotion. This made Cain angry and jealous, and his heart grew dark. God spoke to Cain gently, warning him, "Why are you so angry? If you do what is right, you will be accepted. But if not, sin is crouching at your door, eager to control you. You must overcome it." But Cain did not listen. One day, Cain said to Abel, "Let's go out into the field." While they were alone, anger took control of Cain, and he killed his brother. It was the first murder, and the earth drank Abel's innocent blood. God came to Cain and asked, "Where is your brother Abel?" But Cain lied and said, "I don't know. Am I my brother's keeper?" The Lord's voice was filled with sorrow. "What have you done? Your brother's blood cries to me from the ground. Because of this, you are cursed. The ground will no longer produce good crops for you. You will be a homeless wanderer on the earth." Cain was terrified of this punishment. "It is too great for me to bear," he said. "I will be banished from your presence. Anyone who finds me will kill me." But God, even in judgment, showed mercy. "No," he said, "if anyone kills you, I will punish them sevenfold." Then God placed a mark on Cain to protect him. Cain left God's presence and went to live in the land of Nod, east of Eden. The story of Cain and Abel is one of tragedy and warning. It shows us how sin begins in the heart before it shows in actions. Cain let jealousy and anger control him, and it led to the death of his brother. But it also shows God's justice and mercy. Even in punishment, God protected Cain, showing that His love never ends. The lesson is clear. We must guard our hearts against sin and choose what is right. Sin is always waiting at the door, but with God's help, we can overcome it. We are also called to love and protect each other because we are all our brothers and sisters' keepers. God's grace is greater than our failures, but obedience and faith are what please Him. Thanks for watching. If this story blessed you, don't keep it to yourself. Share it with someone who needs encouragement today. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so you never miss more inspiring Bible stories and messages of God's love. Stay rooted in His Word, and see you in the next video.